Hey shifters, welcome to the shift. This is a reading for Pisces for November or whenever. Aside Mars in retrograde and the eclipses, yes, all of that. You know what it's really about, Pisces? It's really about Neptune and Jupiter being in your sign for you. For everyone, but for you. Both Jupiter and Neptune are your rulers. Jupiter, your modern ruler, Neptune, your ancient ruler. And both represents gods, the high and mighty sky gods. Well, Jupiter is, Neptune is Poseidon, ruler of the oceans and the lands and earthquakes. Never mind that now. And sextiling it behind you, there's Pluto, another god, the god of the underworld, aka Hades, in Capricorn. It's working in collaboration, but it's pushy. It's a pushy collaboration from Pluto. It's hey, change is happening, or hey, change needs to happen. I can't wait any longer. I can't hold these walls anymore, aka what Capricorn represents. The structural corruption. Capricorn is not corruption. Capricorn is structure, but our entire society is fundamentally based on structure, as our body, as is everything in this world. So, inevitably, there's a lot of corruptions and a lot of things that need to change. So, it's calling upon the gods. And why am I focusing so much on the God element? Well, it's in Pisces, 12th house, cosmos, divinity, Christ consciousness. What I'm trying to say, Pisces, is even though seemingly all the drama is outside of you and other signs, it's all streaming through you from the divine into the collective. God or gods are in the house. They're right here. They're walking amongst us. They're down in this plane or up from the sea. They're watching. They're catalyzing. They're pushing. And you, whether you like it or not, are going to serve as that said catalyst for everyone. You're going to say something, and it's going to be naive of you, and you won't even know that what you're saying is dramatic or triggery or catalytic, but it will affect your environment in some dramatic way. Now, the good news is you'll be able to dodge the blame or they're shooting the messenger type of vibe because of all the drama happening with the eclipses and Scorpio and Taurus, Mars and Gemini and retro, all that. Everyone is putting everything on that. Legitimately, it's a big part of it. I made videos about the eclipses. Watch them with messages for all the signs. But I need you to understand the important role that you have for the next 2 months as Jupiter is still in your sign before it goes back to Aries and moves along. Everyone you meet, every conversation you're going to have, every dynamic is going to mean something to the person interacting with you. Whether they understand it or you understand it, whether it's surface level or beneath the surface, conscious or unconscious, you are a witch now, a messenger of the gods. You will blab things seemingly meaningless, seemingly out of humor, and it will shake everyone up. They will respond. And you'll be like, what? What did I say? What did I do? I didn't mean that. Your soul definitely meant it. You don't have a say in it. I'm sorry. This is not a time in which I can tell you that you have free choice to do, create, manifest. If you try and manifest something that goes against the divine will right now, you're in for a very bad doozy because it will stop you in your track in a Plutonian manner. Remember, Pluto is pushing this. The big brothers are cooperating now. You know, in myth and Greek mythology and in Roman mythology, but I don't like to talk about all of the mythologies from the Roman perspective because I can't stand the Roman Empire. Lots of good stuff came from it, but mostly a lot of bad stuff and a lot of evil. I don't want to go into it. I don't want to go into it right now. But I'm going to focus on the same things, but from the Greek perspective. So we have Hades, aka Pluto, and Poseidon, aka Neptune, and Zeus, aka Jupiter. They are brothers, they are siblings, sons to Cronus, aka Saturn. Wow, I'm on a roll. And oftentimes they are in competition. This is a long ass rolled cigarette. Like I, I did not know that this. Well, I did know. I just didn't notice. Um, but now they're in cahoots. Where's the cards? Don't worry, I'll get to it. Let me just chill with you for a little bit. It's been a week. It's been a month. It's been a year. Heck, it's been a life. It's rolled tobacco. Actually, no, it's not. This is not a cigarette. I'm not smoking. What you're seeing, you're not seeing. You're imagining. It's right in front of you. It's not really in front of you. It's just a show, or it's not even a show. It doesn't exist. You're imagining. It's a conspiracy theory. Me sitting here and smoking, it's a conspiracy theory. Don't let the person sitting right in front of you telling you, but she is. She's smoking a roll of tobacco. They're lying to you. They hate grandparents. Some they're anti-science or something like that. You know? Can I say this now? Is everybody like aware of it? Like completely? I have been saying this for 2 years. It cost me a lot. Right here, this platform, and any platform. I was on a spike, on a roll, on a roll, on a roll, and rightly so. I'm not complaining. Everything happens for a reason, and I did not sell my soul to the devil. I kept my integrity. I spoke not my truth. I spoke the truth to you. Who am I to sit here in front of you talking to you about gaslighting and how to recognize when someone is treating you like this or like that, and then enable the biggest gaslighting in our lifetime? So, this is when I'm not saying this for no reason or just to rant. I'm saying this for a reason. This is to show you that what you're seeing and what you know is true. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a freaking motherfucker duck. And the thing is, Pisces, if you don't see through the illusion, no one else does. And now, every illusion that is going to burst in your face or that you've already been aware of, if you're not going to talk, if you're not going to speak, if you're not going to say, doesn't matter the consequences, F consequences. That's life for you. Action, reaction, cause, effect. Everything has a consequence. Oh well, you live, you learn, you live, you die. That's just pretty much it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that nihilistic. Basically, when you want to say something because you know it's the truth, not because you were brainwashed for alleged truth, aka, I'm not smoking a rolled cigarette now. I didn't do it in front of you. No, you imagine. No. If you don't see through that and speak it and say to the person in front of you, you're lying, and say to the person in front of you, that's not true, and say to you're following whatever you need to say, you're blocking spirit from talking through you. The gods are in you right now. They're through your archetype, delivering truth to the masses. It's your job to serve as a reflection, as a mirror now, especially in the next 2 months. It's really important. Always it's important, but it's really important now because we're in a pivotal state of our expansion, of our growth, of our evolution of consciousness. We need you. We need everyone. All shifters, seekers, whatever, watching. We need you to speak, to not be scared, to not worry about the superficial things, to remember what you believe in, who you claim yourself to be, what you represent. Christ consciousness, love, truth. That's not inclusive to enablements or to deceit. And if you keep your mouth shut, it will backfire against you. I'm not trying to scare you. This is not me telling you this. This is Jupiter and Neptune in your sign. Yes, the blessings. Yes, the this. Okay, great. Mundane astrology is important and it's meaningful to your life, but it's not just about that. It's so much deeper than that. I'm handling it. Hold on. Not yet. A little bit of more fire. The eclipse in Scorpio trining you, the eclipse in Taurus sextiling you. It's supporting of you. It's supportive of what you know. It wants you to act. It wants you to speak. And there will be those who tell you, be careful, don't speak too much because you'll have consequences. But yes, but okay, good. Do it anyway. Can you pick up on my frustration? You can do it, Pisces. I trust you. Makes me want to cry. Past couple of years, it's been hard. Speaking up has been hard. Standing up to what's right has been hard. Paid a price, and everyone who did that paid a price. But the price of not doing that is greater. It's greater. Utilize your platforms. Utilize your platforms. I don't care if your platform is about makeup and beauty. Good, great. Makeup and beauty are so wonderful and beautiful, and I'm happy for you. Whatever it is that you do, it doesn't matter. Insert truth. Insert it. Lose the subscribers, lose the followers. You're actually not losing anything. All these people that you allegedly lose will wake up, they'll have a blunt wake up call, and they'll come back. They'll probably won't apologize, but they will come back. And if you've been a part of this gaslighting, getting gaslit, if You were a part of this deceit, not just the past 2 years, in general, any sort of deceit, any sort of propaganda. Those of you who are in for a rude awakening. Let's pull tarot. Let's pull tarot. I'm going to work with the spellcasters tarot. It's a little big on me. Oh well. I haven't worn this dress in a long time. I thought I would dress up for sewing, Halloween, whatever. The veil is thin. November is when your ancestors come through to speak to you. Pisces, showing Pisces for November. What else? Is there anything else? There's always something else. 7 of Cups and 7 of Wands. Stop focusing on nonsense that isn't real. Stop fighting for the lie because you're doubling down or because you've already spoke for it. Be humble, be honest, change your mind, change your tune. It's a sign of greatness. It's a sign of wisdom, not of weakness. Those of you who need to apologize, apologize. Those of you who are expecting apologies, don't hold your breath for it. Don't hold your breath for it. I mean, if you get it, great. Just don't hold your breath for it. 2 sevens. Neptune and Jupiter. Spiritual leaders of this shenanigan called life. You can see the change coming. You can feel it. You can feel the clouds fading away and the thunder of truth coming our way. It's going to be some mess. Everyone is going to get so upset. How could you have lied to me that way? How could you have not seen it? That's what you need to ask yourself. If you discover that you've been lied to, manipulated, gaslit, don't wonder how could they have done that to you. Wonder how could you have let them do that to you? Where was your mind? Where was your heart? Into what you wanted it to be? Into what you have wanted it to be. Oh, I love this. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Cups in the upright. Here you are. Fearless. Fearless of loss. Fearless of consequences. And here is Poseidon, Neptune. See his stick? It's Poseidon's sticky. Good. November is when you step outside of the nonsensical paradigm. Back into your heart, into your wisdom, into your spirituality, into your courage, emotional courage. Everybody's talking to you like that you're so sensitive. Yeah, you sense you're sensitive in a way of like you pick up on stuff, but you're not like fragile. You know what you're like? Have you seen the movie The Avatar? Not James Cameron's Avatar, which is an amazing movie, but I forget the full name of it. The one with the four elements, where the Avatar is an airbender, and he has the ability every time there's one Avatar who's capable of mastering all the elements: earth, water, fire, air, and he's meant to bring balance and unite all the different elements, fight evil off. Or anyway, so in that movie, there's animated version and there's a movie version, but in the first episode, the episode of water, there is the moon spirit that manifests in this reality in our world as two fish in a pond. And there is a scene where one of the bad guys catches one of those fish, the yin of the two fish. There's a fish to represent the yin, and there's a fish to represent the yang. And he catches the yin fish, and he holds it, and he says, "Why would a god manifest themselves in this realm in such a weak form, aka a fish?" And the other character facing him says to him, "It's to teach us humility and to teach us that there is divinity and power in everything." So you walk in the world seemingly fragile and sensitive and cute, but you hold so much power, right? You're also a warrior. I know a lot of Pisces people who are warriors, like very, very tough people, very strong people. The thing is, the strength of a warrior, of a Piscean warrior, comes from their spirit, comes from their heart, comes from their insight, their ability to see through the mechanisms and the bullshit, to see the essence of something. And those of you who have seen it, good for you. Those of you who have spoken it, greater for you. Those of you who have suppressed it and ignored it, ignored your nature, this is a wake up call. I don't know how it will play out in your life, but it will happen in a way that shakes you up to your core. And it's in a way of it's to remind you of who you are. It's to remind you that you're not a fish swimming in the sea of life. You know, you are a God incarnated, meant to deliver truth in any way, shape, or form. You cannot ever forget that, Pisces. You cannot ever forget that. If you forget that, you always suffer very, very terrible karmic consequences. So let this be a reminder for the future for you to never forget that again. To never let anyone play you. To never play anyone, you know? King of Cups is the master of the water element. Neptune has been in your sign for quite some time, but now Jupiter joining it, it's like it's strengthening it. It reminds us they're bringing their forces together. So if you're a Pisces or if you're a shifter that represents the Piscean consciousness, the Christ consciousness, you can't fucking forget again. And you can't let anyone around you forget for the sake of being polite, for the sake of political correctness, for the sake of, I don't know, for the sake of whatever. You can't. You can't. You can't afford that. There are signs who get away with it, who can afford to forget it. You can't. Tzedek tzedek todov shall pursue justice, not woke justice. Hi. The Justice card. I mean, seriously, is, did I not just say it? Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Did I not just fucking say it? This is how you recognize truth from deception. Deception, and it doesn't matter what outfit it puts on, what it claims to be. If it is taking a group of people and vilifies them, or taking someone and vilifies them, and it's accepted without verifying, without proper research, it's wrong. That's it. That's it. I know you know this. I know everybody knows this, but people don't know it. If something the past few years have taught us, people don't know it. They think they know it. They thought they knew it. They don't fucking know it. And here are the results. And it's going to be felt. It's the next 2 months. It's going to be like shit is going to happen. I'm not trying to make anybody scared. I'm just trying to explain what it's about and why, so it doesn't happen again. If you've been on the right side of history, things are going to go great for you. If you've been on the wrong side of history, things are going to go bananas for you. Any specifics about the next month for Pisces? Ace of Pentacles. So for those of you shifters who are awesome, who are rooted in truth. And I know what you're going to say. Well, truth is, I always like to say, number of truths is number of sets of eyes, and it's true. Perspective. Truth has perspectives, right? But there is a way of pushing through the subjective perspectives of truths and seeing to the core of it, and you are inherently talented in doing so. So you're going to be okay. This is a new start. This Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new clean slate right after the Justice card. Brand new clean slate where you get to live your badass divine life. If you've been in financial distraught, things are getting much better. Be it finances, opportunity, a court case win, whatever. It's coming to you. Honor it, appreciate it, and give back to the world what spirit is itching you to give back, or it will be taken away again. More about this? Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Another ace, two aces. That's amazing. It's fantastic. King of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Once you get this restart, once you are truly reminded of who you are, I see an incredible growth in finances, in stability, in status, in recognition, and knowing that you're on the right track, on your direction. Some of you are going to find yourself in leadership positions. It's going to be very clear to you, your path, the direction. November, December is looking good. This King of Pentacles is someone that can be very beneficial to you. Someone that sees you, that sees your talent, that sees your bravery. Some of you are going to find yourself in a relationship with someone who's financially really well off, like really well off. If you're this person who's financially well off, you're finding someone that you really resonate with their spirit and with their courage. And they inspire you. They remind you. I feel like there's more to this. What else? Page of Pentacles. Show me more. So many Pentacles. Swords. Show me more. Knight of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. Court cards. A lot of court cards. A lot of people. I'm thinking. See her sword? I want to introduce you to my sword. This is my Excalibur. Tiny daggery Excalibur. It's harmless. It's not sharp at all, but I love it. It has it literally says Excalibur on it, and King Arthur writes right here. What kind of a knight are you? What is it that you stand for? What is it that you would die for? What is it that you would live for? This reading is dramatic for a reason. You gotta step out of the mundane. You gotta step out of the fear. You gotta remind yourselves of past oaths that you've taken, be it in past lifetimes or when you were a child and you had infinite faith. You gotta remind yourself of honor, of promises. You can't be a flake. You can't be lazy emotionally. You can't be lighthearted when it comes to things that matter. You gotta make strong decisions and follow through with them. You need to live heroically. You need to live impeccably, like a spiritual warrior, like a shaman. Your words matter. Your thoughts matter. The messages that you put out there matter. Throw away the square table, build a round table. And make sure that the people around you, all these people on the table, make sure that the people around you align with that truly in their actions, not just words. The reason we are in such mess, the reason why we have so many bad leaders is because we're lazy. We vote according to words instead of according to actions, because voting according to actions requires us to really, really pay attention to what people do, really do, and not just listen to what they say, be like, oh, I like that. I like the sound of it, and then be done with it. That's the woke mob. People who care but are too lazy to make sure and verify that the things that they care about are actually what they claim to be. They want stripe of the Knight of the Round Table. They want the outfit, they want the sword. You don't want to actually pull it from the stone. They want it to just be given to them on a platter of fancy words. Is this who you are? Is this who you want to be? The world is better on many, many levels, but it's also worse on many levels. Not everything of the past needs to be belittled, dismissed. A lot of it is actually the bedrock to our life force, you know? That's why you can't manifest as much. That's why you don't feel happy because you've put your trust in words, empty words, with no actions behind them, of other people, of yourself. You took the easy path, took the lazy path. Some of you, not anymore. If you want to deepen your esoteric studies, if you want to study tarot with me, I have all 90 pre-recorded classes of Tarot Masterclass Bunkai over on Patreon for unlimited streaming right here. Check it out. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Press all the buttons. Most importantly, watch this video again when you need a reminder. Stay magic, stay true. I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.